Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's talk about trade steering in EU4. Trade steering is how efficient your merchants are when trying to steer the flow of power in their own way. It's influenced by your Navy tradition. Navy tradition is calculated by taking your accumulated naval experience from things like ideas, buildings, naval combat, and also exploration. It can also be modified by certain cultures and traits. So trade steering is a number that you would probably expect to find inside a trade node, somewhere in one of these numbers here. But instead, you're going to find it in this area. So let's say, for example, we have a merchant transferring trade power in the trade node Tunis. This little icon here lets you choose which direction you want to steer trade. You can only steer trade in directions that the map allows. We're on the trade map mode right now. That's what allows you to see all of this. So we can either choose to steer trade towards Sevilla or towards Genoa. Now, the amount of that 20% trade steering number, 21 in this case, what ends up happening is you take your trade value, your trade power, we have 2.99 in this case, and since we have a modifier of 20.9%, when you look at the amount of exported trade power that we have, notice how we're actually at 3.6%. We have an increase of 20% over the 2.99 because of our trade steering value. So while steering trade, you get increased trade power. Now, the first person that steers trade along a path increases the amount of exported wealth by 10%. The second person increases it by 5%, the third person by 3.3%, up to a maximum of 5 people exporting in one direction. 10, 5, 3.3, 2.5, and 2%. Now, this increases the amount of exported wealth. Now, in this case, let's say, for example, we export in this direction. There's 0.82 wealth going along the route to Genoa now, when in actuality, the amount that's being exported is only 0.68. But because there are 4 people pulling it in this direction, it's increasing the amount of trade. Increasing the amount of trade wealth. So that does it for trade steering. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.